a lot of things.
Yeah, we outside with it,
All right,
man.
we live.
Is that YouTube right there?
Yeah, we live on
Oh,
YouTube.
we live on YouTube.
What up, YouTube?
We live on
We just, if
YouTube,
you missed the
IG.
Facebook premiere, we just watched Call Me Crazy, the new single from Klokwize featuring Tang Sauce and Self Suffice. We watched it on
Yes.
Facebook premiere. You could see it playing there.
Yes,
You
yes,
could
yes,
also
yes.
see it on YouTube where you are right now. So right after this interview, you know what I mean? If you want to, feel free to definitely join in, tap in, and and just share it on YouTube, share it on a damn IG right now. Like we just watched it on
Yeah.
IG, so you can replay this. And the only reason we did this is because we set a challenge out to y'all. We was like, look, if y'all could do 5,000 streams on social media, meaning Spotify, like Napster, Tidal, whatever, and you know, we didn't know if it was gonna take a few weeks or whatever. We got 5,000 streams as of like yesterday. So we talking about like a little over 2 weeks. Y'all came together and supported us. A lot of new DJs and playlists gave us a chance. I'm still DMing people on my followers, so I know all of my followers alone haven't even really played it yet. So I'm just was speechless. I'm speechless.
Nah, man, we're making it happen, man. And I'm really glad everybody that's tapping in with us, rocking out. Yeah, I mean, really just showing that support that we need. Like, we really appreciate y'all. We going in with it. We about to take it to the moon, man. If you thought the wave was over, it ain't over. There's more hits. We about to make it hurricane. Yeah, I mean, so the
There's
wave is
more.
strong, man. Rat Pack vibes, man.
There's
You know what I'm
more.
saying? Yeah, I mean, precipitation game crazy. Yeah, I mean, so we just gonna keep having fun with it, man. Yeah, I mean, keep dropping these bangers. Yeah, I mean, just keep on coming out with fire. Just keep on entertaining y'all, man. Edutaining y'all.
Word.
Yeah, I mean, cause that's what we here to do, man. The messengers. Yeah, I mean, Rat Pack vibes and shit. You know what I mean? So,
Shout out to Hydro, by the way.
yeah.
Like when we saying Rap Pack, we also got Hydro, you know what I'm saying, who you'll also see in the boxing movie that's coming up, right? He's doing the brother Pedro, he was
today.
Okay.
Today.
Yeah, so talk about that a little bit. Like you've been in a movie, Klokwize has been a movie.
Yeah,
I've been on, you could check me on Netflix, Evolution. Oh, I sound horrible right now. Rap Evolution, season 3, episode 3. You know what I mean? And I was very proud of that. These aren't things that like we're getting paid off of yet. These are things that like just gave us the idea because we was always getting paid like from the music and the shows, live shows, in person tickets, seats, entry. But now we like, wait a second, this is another source of income because a lot of times people think that artists just do things for free. But no, like we talked about, even going from singing to rapping, rapping to poetry, all these take a lot of time and expertise. So we're trying to say, oh, we should get paid by movies now, right? Like we've all dabbled in a little bit. You actually did a one-man play too. So
facts.
you should talk about your experience with film. And I know Klokwize has a whole other experience.
Oh man, now we doing this, we making it happen, you know what I mean? Because like we live in a really good time. We're really fortunate to live in the time where the internet is a thing, you know what I'm saying? And you can really tap in and learn new ways to execute your craft in order to find ways to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And dollars too. You know what I mean? So it's an opportunity, and we're really fortunate to be in it. Like anything we need, you know, you could just look that up. But then, of course, you up to your own ingenuity too, because I mean, at the same time, everybody could Google the same question. You know what I mean? But the real question is, what are you going to think of? You know what I mean? How are you going to separate, you know what I mean, yourself from everybody else? You know what I mean? So, nah, man, it's a beautiful thing. You know, I mean, most people tapped in right now probably already know. I had my play Seniority that I made a couple years ago. Yeah, I mean, like 2017. Wow. And it was basically about
that's 4 years ago now.
Yeah, yo.
So you got experience, like
yo, nah.
You've been in movies since then. So, but that wasn't your first movie, was it?
Nah. I had done some shit before that.
Okay.
Nah, because we had done Diamond Rough. I played a small part in Diamond Rough.
So was you considering yourself on that path, or just something that you dabbled in at that point? Before then, like before when you did Seniority, at that point, was it just like trying stuff out, or was it like, oh, I'm on my way to film?
Oh, nah. That was a situation where that was like it seemed like a part of it almost. You know what I mean? Of
Okay.
like where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you look at most, you know what I mean, like MCs that have a long career, they get inside
They
the
get
film at
film
some
somehow,
point.
right.
You know what
I
I mean?
agree.
Like
I
pop.
agree.
You know what I mean? Like,
I literally
you know what I mean?
feel like that's the power of music videos, is because they're approaching film. Like when you get to see something, like it's like we got a track with Hydro called "We Be What We See When We Close Our Eyes." Like it's almost like the point of speaking things. It's just a spiritual thing. Like when you speak things, it feels good to see them. So when you always hear a song, like even if it's not that artist, if someone puts it to a commercial or like a scene in a movie, you like hearing that thing that you listen to played out, right?
Right, yeah, nah, man, it's a beautiful thing. And then like the part I love about it too is like someone was talking about online how it was an old video of like Pac and Biggie and Snoop and a bunch of people like in '93 before any of them blew up, and they were like, "Yo, this is like a time machine." You know what I'm saying? This is the closest thing we have to a time because it's fast in time. Because now I'm gonna see, I'm gonna see. It's like a picture. I'm gonna see what you was wearing. I'm gonna see how young you was, how old you was, how you was moving, who was in the picture with you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because we talking about Biggie and Tupac before the fallout. Yeah, I mean? So the fact that they was on stage together and shit was like, oh wow, this is like 9-3. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is 9-2. This is, you know what I mean, 9-1. You know what I'm saying? So it's
and for people that just like
time. You know what I mean?
if you have just a negative image in your head too, then it's good to have that positive image. Like people think, oh, like Pac and Biggie were mortal enemies or what have you, and then you see like, oh, the way they was kicking it, it's not that. Now you realize how much of this is just hyped up and how much of beef in general is just like stories people tell. But when people are together, it's never that serious.
Right, facts, bro. Like a lot of that should be fabricated, but we know that though. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's a dog eat dog world. I hate to say it, but yeah, I mean, money's gonna do what money wants to do to get what money wants. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is.
A lot of those people making money off of beef are not around the people.
Nah,
Like you're saying, like they just want, oh, I can make money out of it, but they're not around it. And even when we beef with each other, a lot of times it's from not being close to each other for too long. You know what I mean? Like if you're not close to me, like you could talk about me positively. Like if you got memories of the last time you was close to me, but if you talking about things that may or may not have happened and you wasn't around me, that tends to create beef. You know what I'm saying? So it's beautiful when you could see videos and see us together. That's one of the reasons I feel like it was good for us to do this tonight. You know what I mean? For you to all see us like together. You know what I'm saying?
Man, love.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna send a message to Klokwize to see if we can get him on the YouTube stream too.
Oh yeah.
So man. But tell them about that journey. So tell them about Seniority, the one we played, and then the film you did after that.
Yeah, man. So Seniority was a beautiful play, man. You know what I mean? We had a really good time with it, and it was basically about myself in the future named Charles Juice. You know what I mean? As opposed to Tang Sauce. And that's just basically the uncle, you know what I mean, at the cookout.
Sauce turned to the juice.
You know what I mean? Sauce turned into the juice. It's so funny because what had happened was me and my brother was in Springfield, and this is like when I was just like first on the come up, and this dude, he had seen me perform with West End Blend, and he was like, "Yo, I know you. You're Tang Juice." And we was like, I mean, shit, if you say so. Nah, man, but it was funny though. We was like, all right, cool. Now, but he was so enthusiastic about it, we didn't even want to let him down. We was like, all right, bet. Now you got it. You know what I mean? But so anyway, so that's just basically a joke off of that. But so it's about me in the future, man. You know what I'm saying? And just me, just in different situations, looking back at today, like y'all young kids don't know the beginning of the metaverse. What y'all young kids know about the metaverse? You know what I mean? Wow. What y'all young kids know about MySpace? I don't know nothing about MySpace, man. Let me tell you about Tom. Tom was my first friend, man. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But nah, man, it was a beautiful endeavor.
Tom was everyone's first friend on MySpace. Like Tom was a dude. It would be like Mark Zuckerberg. Like if you was on Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg was in your friends, like Tom was automatically everybody's friend.
Jams in the house.
Word up,
man. Yeah, appreciate you. But Yeah, so we had done that. That was super fun. I had DJ Stealth on the ones and twos, man, and
Shout out to DJ Stealth.
oh, you already know the illest man in the 860 on the ones and twos. Can't nobody touch him, man. CT and beyond, man. Illest DJ, man. And you already know the vibes.
You moved it around too. Like I think you had it in Hartford, like because it was live. So you did it in Hartford. You did it in New Britain, different places, right?
Nah, with the Hartford, New Britain, we did an Adrian Elliott show.
Yeah, shout out to Adrian Elliott, man. The birthday party was lit, right?
Yeah, the birthday party was lit. You already know we had a good time, man. Yeah, man. So we shout out her, man. And the play's still running. If people want it, I got it, man. Honestly, God, I got like 2 more plays written. I'm not going to stunt. Yeah, like I got like 2 more plays. Like let me say 1.5. Let me say 1.5.
What was it like learning lines to perform? Is it like rhyming? Because like when you do a rap show, you might do like 2, 3, 4, 10 songs that you've been doing over. Like, was it harder to memorize lines for a play or easier?
It was the same. It was like learning a rap, but you don't have to learn the rhythm. Like with rap, there's like an extra piece of information because you got to learn the rhythm where they and fit things in. Yeah, with this, like this, you kind of remember. With theater, you more remember like the feeling of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like where you're coming from with it. So I mean, obviously, it's longer than like a rap, so it's harder in that sense. But it's less dense information. You get what I mean? Because rap is 16 bars of rap is more dense to me.
It's a lower bandwidth. It's a lower bandwidth.
Yeah, like
it's like 30 frames per second instead of 60 frames.
Yeah. There's just less information there. Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? There's just less information there. You know what I'm saying? But because you just gotta hold on to a feeling like where I'm coming from with it. But of course, I believe there's levels to that too. Because if you real deep into acting, that's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? Right. But
What was it? The part of seeing people in front of you doing the play, because when you're performing rap or dancing, people know you. At least around here, people know. Oh, that's Tang Sauce. He's a b-boy. He's a rapper. What was it like? Like, did you look in the crowd?
Oh yeah.
Because when you're performing, dancing, and rapping, you looking in the crowd a lot. Yeah. When you're doing the play, I don't know if like you're interacting with the crowd or you just like interacting with the other actors. How does it feel having people look at you? As an actor, while you're like, this isn't a movie, you live and direct with them.
Right. No. I break the fuck out the fourth wall. The fourth wall don't even gotta be there. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm talking directly to the audience. I'll talk to the audience. I'll have a whole conversation with them. You don't remember me? I babysat you when you was a baby, man. Right. Come on, I used to have the cat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll have a whole interaction with them. But it feels cool. Like, it's like, cause it's like, I'm putting on this character. Like, y'all know I'm this character right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to act how this character do. Like, it's not Tang right now. This is Charles. You know what I mean? Right. So it's just, y'all just rocking with me. And it feels good, man. I love acting, man. It's a sense of bliss when you do it. You know what I mean?
So then what's the difference between that and then going to, like, shooting a video? One thing about the video is we could sit back and know, oh, this scene didn't make it to the cut. This scene didn't make it to the cut. Like, there's a scene where we was, I'm not gonna say where or why, when, but let's just say we might have been on top of a roof, and we might have recorded footage on top of a roof rapping. That didn't make it to the cut. You know what I mean? So certain things like that, where you know, when you record film, like it's not like okay on stage everybody sees everything was happening, the props and backgrounds. When you do film, you also got the memory of things that people ain't seeing. You know what I mean? So like. What was it like going from that to like doing your next film? Because you had a nice role. Like I saw it on Zoom, All in the Family. And then we'll talk about Klokwize in the second.
I'll tell you this right now. It's a lot like rap. Whereas theater is a live performance, like how when we perform live, and then being in a movie is like the studio. Because it's like you just want to get everything right as you can, like right there, bomb. You know what I'm saying? Whereas when you on live performance, if you fuck up, some people would just they would stop and start the shit over again from where they fucked up from. But most people is just gonna keep on going. You just gotta master it the first time through. Like,
if you rapping, you might be like, yo, DJ, start me over this and that. Right. Depending on how far you on the track, whatever, that's questionable too. But if you're doing like a play and you got 10 other actors and you got to that point and then you mess up, you gonna make everybody else start to play.
You just gotta keep going. That's what I would just keep going.
But does that make it easier or harder?
It's just different. I would say it's just different. It's not harder or easier.
Okay.
Like it's cool because the stew or like film, like it's a lot of pressure to get it right. So you got that same pressure, you got to get it right. Yeah. But it's like you can retake, but you got to get the less takes the better because you got other shit to do.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But with the stage, it's just like let's just get the feeling right more than the technique. Like I feel like film is more like the technique type shit, if you would. And then on the stage, you more like want to catch a feeling, like and catch a vibe with the audience. That's how I approach it.
There's a certain amount of flow state and confidence too, I will say. Yeah. Because sometimes in life you never know how you're actually gonna act in a real situation. No pun intended. But when you in this actual situation, sometimes people just shut down. Or they want to run away. So you can do that in a studio. You can be like, yo, I need to go get a beverage. I need to make a phone call. Like, you can't do that on stage. You can't be like, oh, someone's calling me. It's an emergency. Like, you can have literal emergencies calling your phone and not know and not be able to go to. It's just like you have to stay here and finish this.
And that's the beautiful thing about theater, too, especially in the internet age, where it's like you always got a distraction. You're always connected to everybody all across the world. But on the stage, it's just you and that audience.
What would you do if you were live at theater and you saw like 3 people with their cell phones?
Wow, I'd be like, I better hope y'all live or some shit. I better y'all got some money streams coming in. You know what I mean? You know
what up, Sammy?
What up? What up? Peace to everybody locked in with us right now, man. We appreciate you. Yeah, man.
What up, Nikki?
Yeah. We got 7 people here. We doing good, man.
All right, so basically, we talked about that. So tell us about where it's going from here, and then we're gonna try to get Klokwize because he actually went to school for acting. He's going to school for film. He's doing amazing things. So we got to get him back on the call. But like, how did you know now that like first you've embarked on singing too? Like you play guitar, you play different instruments, you do a lot of different things. But from my experience, I know that people are doing things to a high level like you. You focus a certain amount of time where you're not doing everything. So by the time people see you, they're like, oh, he's doing everything. But really, you took time to do one thing and go into that to get to the level where you could then bring it back to other things. So what is it like? Like, I feel like right now we're in the music video phase. Like I know bars, I'm ill with the double entendres and the bars. I know how to rock a crowd. I know how to host a crowd. I know how to make a song, which is different from a live song to do like a recorded song. I know how to promote songs now because apparently y'all watching this, you know what I mean? Y'all got us to 5,000 plays. Y'all on the YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate you so much for that, by the way. But now it's like, okay, music videos take it to the next level. I feel like film's the next level. To be on the soundtrack. Shout out to VSOP and any video. You Can't Rock the Pub soundtrack. I'm on that soundtrack with a number of dope artists.
You on that soundtrack?
Opium Black, Hydro's on the joint. Banger Bandana's on the joint. Fuego's on the joint. Shout out to Benny the Butcher, just got signed to Rock Nation. Fuego just got signed with him. Joe Banger's on the track. Like I could go down the list. There's so many dope artists in Hartford that are all on this one soundtrack. So like, I feel like music that's on a soundtrack, like we were talking about before, it gives it a feeling where people have a story behind it. So I think that's the next level. Doing these music videos is a new territory for me. You've done music videos for a while. What was your first music video?
Good. Well, I believe it was Good Old Days, as far as I know. Yeah, you was actually had a cameo in that one. You know what I'm saying? So that was maturity like 2016.
Shout out to
Don. It's beautiful, man. Like I said before, you really capture a moment in time. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, the music video, that should open up more doors than just the album itself.
Wow.
Because people, they want to know what they, like, who is this person?
Did you have a live release with Suli Net for one of your videos?
Yeah, I think that was Ego Tripping.
Ego Tripping. Yeah. And she released something and you released something.
Exactly.
And then y'all had a live show.
What was that? Post that?
Nah. I was part of something else. I was in something else, but I was part of it somehow.
No. It was beautiful, man. You know, you just got to use the community to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wins more. We got a common unity and shit like that. Yeah, I mean, like, cause it was like, oh, you got some shit you about to drop? well, I got some shit I'm about to drop, and I know most of the people that know you, or 60% of the people that know you know me, 60% that know me know you. So let's come together and capture that 60%, and we both get to benefit from the extra 40 on both sides.
Videos were dope. Yeah, what was the difference? I guess you're talking about the release of the video. So how did it feel different? Being that good old days you released it in one way, like maybe you just released that straight to the internet, and then Ego Trip and you released straight to the live release event, right?
Oh, okay. I think the difference was you want to definitely have like a party for your shit, like in physical party, because it's a different thing from if you just drop it online and it's like not tangible, like you're just scrolling through. I see it. Oh, okay, that's cool. Like you feel like it was cool. But when you have to leave your house, come to a party, talk to, are you going? Who's going? You going? And you got to come out to a party and you engage in it. You talking to the artist. It's a different level. You know what I mean?
It's not just like, did you hear that song? It's like I went to that release.
And then the history is something you can look back at, like, because like the good old days thing, I did like a little party, but it was like I invited like 8 people to my crib type shit. But with that, there was actually a whole event.
Those 8 people probably like
they still remember that shit. They still remember that shit, but it's a different level. Like the more the merrier type shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, it's definitely a different level, man. And like I said, like those music videos open up doors because it's like people see. I remember it reaches places where you wouldn't normally reach. So because people saw a contest that I was in, and it was like, okay, like I fuck with that kid. Then they saw the music video, and that was the what do you call it? The hair that broke the horse's back or whatever. The needle that horse.
Yeah, you mix 5 different metaphors.
Yeah,
I get it.
You get it.
We get it.
Yo,
sometimes there's one thing that pushes the thing over to where it needs to be.
Yeah,
it's like been building up for a long time. It just needs that one.
It was just the needle that broke the horse's snowball. That's a metaphor, bro. Hey man, but yeah, for real, man, that shit took me far, and then that's when I started getting booked out in mass and shit like that a lot more. And it's not even like I had to put in so much footwork for that. It's because my footwork was more quality to the end of getting booked in that way. Okay. And that's a big thing about my life too now, is just like getting the maximum effort or the maximum results out of the minimal effort. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like that's why I love this investing shit, dog. Because it's just like, yo, like I'm just gonna put this $10 here and then come back, you know what I mean? And then it's gonna be $20.
So it could really make a difference like that?
You already know the vibrations, my G. You know what I'm saying? You already know the vibrations, man. I'll never forget Bitcoin at the end of 2019. I dropped $10 in Bitcoin, man. And then I came back, I think it was maybe February 2020, and I had $25.
Yo.
And I'm like, did I just make $15 for nothing? Like,
and you know the thought you always had. The thought you always had was like, oh, what if that had been 10,000?
That's always the thought, bro.
You always had that thought, like, well, I'm gonna tell you about this thing. What multiplication was that?
What they say the interest rate?
So that means if I put 100,000 in there, I would have. If I put this, I'd be spent right now.
I put 2.5.
Right. Which is crazy.
And that was when Bitcoin was at 7,000, I think. No. That's when it first hit 25.
Right.
So, you already know the vibrations now.
And it's funny too, if you follow.
But it ain't over yet, though. I'll tell you that.
But that's just like singing or anything we talking about. Like the more time you put into it, the more you'll get out of it.
Yeah.
By the way, I can't get my other phone on. So somebody text Klokwize. If you know Klokwize, text them. Tell them to join us back on the YouTube link.
Hey y'all, let me know if we acting with. I'm gonna plug my phone back in because my shit about to die.
Word.
Yeah, man. Hold on, here we go. All right, here we go.
I'm just plugging that in.
There we go. We got an echo. Do we have an echo? We good? I think we good.
Good.
I think we're Gucci.
Yeah, so somebody text Klokwize, hit him, let him know, like, we need to talk about his whole acting experience. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, like, investing, like singing, rapping, acting, like any one of these things, if you go in on that thing, you're gonna get better results.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like even with investing, you'll see someone say, okay, I could double my profit with this investment, right? But 9 times out of 10, if you look over the course of a year or 2, much less 3, they could have 10x their results. If you watch it every day, and like when it starts to go higher than normal,
listen up right now. He dropping 10s right now,
and then you repurchase lower. Someone's like, all these people like, oh, it dropped, I lost everything. Oh, it went up, I gained everything. Neither one of those is a problem if you got your eyes on the prize, because when it dropped, you just bought super duper extra. And then when it gained, you sold super duper extra. So it's like somebody put like 10,000 went to 20,000. That's cool. You always gotta do sit in the corner like, I made 200,000. Right?
I ain't gonna say shit, but I got
because all I did was I sold with it with this, I broke with it with this, I sold with it with this. And that's why it's funny. Like, you got to be careful too when you're complaining about things, because normally when you're complaining about things, you're saying you have a limited view of it. There's always an upside in complaining about things. Kanye West is a perfect example. Let's talk about Ye for a second. He is like one of the wealthiest people, like financially, but also in terms of contributions. He's made so many contributions to our culture. And everybody want to be like, oh, nah, he just makes sneakers, he makes music, it doesn't matter. No, he's made serious cultural contributions. He stopped the media from perpetuating beef amongst Black people, which they were starting to do at a major level before he started showing like the underlying relationships between Black artists. Just to name a few, like he showed that we could make clothes. Like a lot of people don't even remember now when it was like just certain brand names that were considered just only for white people was running things. And he's like a dude who is from Chicago. That's a young Black man who had these dreams. You know what I mean? It was unheard of. This would be like, oh, that's cute to have those dreams. So I say all that to say, like, he is making real contributions. And people will complain about him. If he would have stopped every time people would complain, instead of being like, oh yeah, that's what happens. When you're accomplishing goals, people complain. And most of the people that are like, if you spend a lot of time complaining, you spending less time accomplishing goals.
Your shit, exactly.
It's almost a proportion. Like the more you hear somebody sit back and complain, the more you're like, oh, I can't spend time with them. They can't be doing much.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna complain about me
on that shit. Because look at anybody that's really doing their shit. They might have their little, little points, like their little pain points that they express. But they mostly focus on their shit. You know what I mean? Like they focus on what they gotta do. They don't, like, you don't hear Jay-Z talking about people just like he might nub you out, or he might nudge you on a record. You know what I mean? But he gonna make art of it, and best believe he making dollars off of that.
He like, when he acknowledges people, it's like with 50, it's half a bar.
Right.
He is doing it. He's like, okay, I'll do this. But this is the most it gets.
Right. That's why
this is the most people happen.
Because I'm focused on my grind. I'm focused on my money. I'm focused on whatever my goal is, whatever it is. My mission is. That's what I'm doing. I'm not really spending time chopping it up with nobody.
And you gotta love somebody. Like if you spend a lot of time complaining about them on a high level, then you gotta love them.
And then you giving them brain space because they're living rent free in your head too. You feel me? So it's not even. It just shows where your head's at.
You can tell Nas and Jay really had love for each other, because at the culmination of everything, like they made mad money together, they stepped up together. Then they just their most recent project together, what Jay said, sorry, just made another V. Haters still ain't recover from the other V. That's another V. That's a double V. Matter of fact, that's a triple V. Can't forget about that other V. Put a shout out to his wife, Beyonce, in the joint. So it's like they're making money together off of the beat. If you're beefing with somebody, you gotta want them to be part of your legacy, because that's what you bring on a lot of energy to you and them in the same place and time. The only reason why I really switched from battle rapping to like collaborations is that same reason. I'm like, wait a second. When I'm battling someone, the goal isn't to destroy them for me. It's to like, they're gonna be part of my legacy. So I'd rather like, let me bring out the best. Like if we shooting a video together, we making a song. I'm trying to, like, a lot of people be like, I get on the track with somebody, I kill them. Like, I understand that. And it's also it's a matter of speech. Like it don't really mean, it's competitive, it's positive in a lot of ways. It don't really mean trying to kill them. But I just like go straight to it. Like I'm trying to make you the best. I'm trying to bring out the best of you on this track.
Right.
I want you to bring out the best of me and the best of us on this track. That's why we're doing the track.
Right.
If I wanted to destroy you, I don't want to be on the track with someone that's destroyed. That's not healthy. I want to be a healthy situation. You know what I mean? So anybody, if I do a track with you, like I gotta actually want you to have the best success of your life. Because I feel like that moment you on a track with me is gonna be one of the best things you'll ever look back. When you look back at all the moments in your life, you're gonna count one of the moments in your life being on the track with me. Like, yo, that was a positive thing. Recording it was positive, releasing it was positive, like the bars, the comments, performing it, and we gotta spend time performing together. Like, word.
No, I love it, man. Yeah, nah, man, it's a beautiful thing, yo, that competitive energy, because that shit makes everybody better. You know what I'm saying? Using it in the correct way, though, and not letting things go too far where it becomes a situation where it's OD, because that's not good for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes it goes too far because a lot of situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, people is coming from backgrounds, you know what I'm saying? Like, where they undisciplined backgrounds, so they taking shit too far, you know what I'm saying? They don't know what they're doing and shit like that. And the shit goes too far, but you know what I'm saying? That little healthy competition is good though. It makes everybody step up. Just like in that video where it was Snoop and it was Snoop, it was Tupac, it was Biggie. It was competitive with it, but they was all stepping up, but it was healthy at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because look, like you got Snoop could spit off the top, bro. Like Snoop could really spit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like he could come up, he could hold his own and shit like that. Right. You know what I mean? Like he could spit. And like, I mean, we're talking about Biggie and Tupac, two people that people talk about like.
What up, Moon Mama? You know what I mean? What up, Rosa?
What up? Peace to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all. But yeah, no, that healthy competition is good. It helps you step up. And that's part of the hip hop culture. It's part of the hip hop culture because even in breaking, it's like anytime, I'll tell you this. Last year in breaking, 2020 was one of the points where we was competing here in CT amongst ourselves more than ever. But and I know there's a big correlation. There's a big correlation between that and then the progress that we all made. Like you said, so the award you're talking about, that was a jam in Providence called Give Me the Loot. Yeah, shout out All City Rockers Gerson. And shout out Prevail. Prevail was in here earlier.
Girls and people.
Facts. And it was a situation where it was we had a whole competition which must have had like 32 or more people in it, but the top 8 was top 8 for the people, 50% was from Connecticut. Wow. And that's no coincidence. You know what I'm saying? It's because we was having that competition. And that shit helped us step our game up. But it was always healthy. We always make sure it was healthy. You know what I'm saying? We dap up, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the battle and shit like that.
If you get into the history of hip hop, eventually you gotta go into the history of actual like oppressed people in America overcoming through creative suffering and turn their suffering into survival and then creative to the point where people they never thought people would want to be black. Like people talk about like everything's a new black. Like there's no new black. Black is always the coolest thing. It's always gonna be this is the new black. This is like black is always the black. Like
my man Putin said, black is black.
But there's a reason for that, which is like from the foundation of this country, even starting with slavery from other countries and being perfected here, like black was supposed to be destroyed and exterminated and worthless. So if you find a way to survive that, you can't be cooler than that. Right. What could be cooler? Because cool isn't like, oh, my mom did this, my dad did this, my school did this, my money did this. Black is like everybody counted me out and destroyed me, and then everything you could put on list on all your fingers, what would make someone not cool, and I'm still here.
And I'm still here.
You can't beat that.
Right.
You can't beat that.
You can't
so
even
like,
fuck with it.
And the dozens came out of that. Us dissing ourselves psychologically came out of that. Because like,
let me talk about the dozens. So the dozens is interesting too, because I heard from Hometown History. In West Africa, there were soldiers, these warriors, when they needed to kill time because they had some downtime in between, you know what I'm saying? They engaged in a practice that was called Sanam Kuya. Right. And basically, they was just breaking each other. Right. They was playing the dozens. You know what I'm saying? And this is like before like the slave trade. Like this is like a long ass time ago. You know what I mean? Wow. When the Arabs was coming through and just like, what are these?
Oh, you talking about like 1500s, 1400s.
You know what I mean? Like this,
You said 100s.
there's like 1482 in Columbus and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, motherfuckers was ranking on each other.
This is before epic rap.
Hey, bro, we not new to this. We true to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real facts, bro.
Yeah.
But go ahead though. I ain't with you.
And that shows you like it was an actual psychological mindset, because it's like it's not saying I'm literally trying to destroy everything. It's literally saying this is normal. I'm not gonna die when someone disses me or attacks me. It's part of life. It's funny. I was watching Will Smith's Best Shape of My Life and his 50th anniversary jumping off the bungee thing, and that was one of the things he said. He said one of the things we realized, like, first of all, he said it's nothing ever scary. He never did anything scary in his life because he chose to do it off the Grand Canyon. But the second thing he said was like, you realize life is dangerous in itself.
Oh, facts.
So it's like if you can let go into that danger, now you come from the dozens like, oh, we can't escape, we can't buy the mansion, we don't own this land, but we can distance snap on each other. So when other people bring this anger to us, it's not like, oh no, I'm not prepared. It's like, yeah, this is part of life.
I'm already ready.
And
that's one of my favorite sayings is you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. And then if we train it together, we gonna bounce that energy off of each other. So when motherfuckers from outside try to, we already did that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like you said, with the dancing, with the graffiti styles back and forth, if you do it in the right way. See, there's a lot of people who rap that aren't MCs. A lot of people that spray paint, but they're not graffiti writers. A lot of people who dance, but they're not B-boys and B-girls. It's a certain way. When you really in the hip-hop culture, you have to stand there and witness the other person do whatever they want in your face and just be like, oh, I see you. You can't look away or run away. You can't be like, oh, I'm mad. You said it's like you gotta stay there. You can't take the ball from them like basketball, hit them like boxing. You literally lose from trying to stop them and interrupt them. You have to, as the opponent, watch them, let them finish their turn, and then you come back knowing they have to now watch you and see, damn, did I really represent enough to beat whatever they're gonna do? And then it might go back, there might be a rebuttal, what have you. But you gotta understand that's all coming from dealing with this trauma. That's all coming from people telling you you're nothing and you shouldn't exist and you're gonna be exterminated and you still here. So now when you bring it to that, to battling, the only way it could go the only way it could be lost is if people don't understand, oh, we're taking the nature of life, having conflict and danger, and we're normalizing our response to it. We're saying it's okay, we can deal with it. In fact, we'll even do like tiny, it's almost like a vaccine. We'll even give our own friends and family little doses of us to prepare us for us. But if it gets to a point where people are just, it's a nice sunny day. You start walking up on old people like, yo, I'm a slice.
That's the point where we go too far. Yeah, that's the point.
And I always say this, I always say this, positivity is a direction. So if you're in a situation where there's animosity and conflict, and you could bring it to like a competitive battle to let that out in a positive way, you going in a positive direction. But if things is already peaceful and everything, and then you're like, yo, let's settle this once and for all. You know what I mean? And I can tell you, like, now that we're getting more plays and spins and awards and different things, I started to get that. I don't know if you have, but I'll pass it to you and then I'll take it back. But like, I've started to notice like little comments or just little attitudes I see now and then where people are like, oh, like there's something they don't like about me when I'm winning, because it conflicts with that idea of the direction that we're stuck or we're going backwards. And it's like, no, I'm finding a way to thrive. Right. And things that you say you can't.
Because they're mad that they haven't figured it out yet. You know what I mean? Because everybody's ego want to feel like they the most smartest, they the best, this, that, and the third. So if you see someone else doing it, you're like, so what the fuck is he doing that I'm not doing? What the fuck did he figure out that? But I think, you know what I'm saying? I think that's part of like our self-protective nature. Because we've been so pulled apart. Because it should be like, oh, you did it?
Right.
Oh, let me fuck with you, like what you did, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, what up, Matt?
You got something. You figured out something that I should know. Right. You know what I mean? But like you said, our culture has been pulled apart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit. But we got to bring that back, and that's why hip hop's so important. You know what I'm saying? Because just like that, when you were saying that, like, it's like a lot of confidence to allow somebody to get all up in your face and do the illest shit that they've been fucking preparing for weeks, for months, for years, like their passion, just right in front of your face, directed right at you. It takes a lot of confidence to do that, and then it takes confidence to come back and do that same shit to them, and nobody get emotional.
Yeah, when in hip hop culture, whether it's dancing, rapping, your best rebuttal is when you incorporate something they just did into your response.
Oh, the response?
Because it's like,
oh, you just hollered back at them.
It's funny. There's a rap battle, like, you know, you got live battles off the dome, and then you got on wax battles. And one of the greatest in history, in some people's opinion, the greatest rap battle on wax in history was Common versus Cube. And one of the reasons why is because when you listen to Common's response to Cube, you could tell he listens to Cube. It's not just like, oh, if your mom, this and that. It's not random things. It's like, oh, he's really talking about him. And this is the worst part of it. And this shows you like how powerful culture is and what battling really is at the end of the day. He's saying, I respect you. Like, you're making yourself, the reason I'm getting at you is I feel like you're making yourself look bad, and I'm connected to you. So it's kind of like I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed about this thing. I love this, and this about you. Like, you natural born God. Like, he says high compliments in the thing. Like, and that's when it's like, oh, you're not just angry. Right. Like, you're like trying to give him tips to, you're like, yo, I need you to do better for our community. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And at the end of the day, that's what that shit does. That's what that shit does. That shit makes you step up, man. That's like a competition. And it's good for everybody. And the spirit of human, people just want to see competition, man. People love that shit. They just draw to it. With the angle with it, you know what I mean? We're trying to make the community better. Exactly. And when you really see the best battles, you start to see that. You start to see, oh, it wasn't about like, because nobody likes if someone's just sick that day, or if someone messes up their art and wins by default. You want to see something where it brings the best out of everybody and it sets a new standard for the community. Right. Where you want to see that evolution. Oh, this is the first, because they was talking about this. I was watching Murder Mook versus Serious Jones. That was one of the first. And that was the first time, because they was talking about Serious Jones. They were saying like he was one of the first people to come into a battle with like a whole round just prepared for the other person. Right. Because up to that point in battle rap history, it was like, oh, this dude up the street, go give him a call. Oh, let's have him battle. Right. Let's have him battle Loaded Lux. That's how Loaded Lux and Murder Mook happened. It was just like, oh, Lux up the street. Let's get him right here because this. What up, Infinite? What up, Jackson? You know what I'm saying? But those things changed the course of battle rap. You feel what I'm saying? And then from that point on, now people got whole verses ready for people, and people are preparing for months in advance just to direct all these. I believe he was the first person to beat Jen. Because I even had Jen in one of our battles. Me and Light Skin doing Sound Minds. That was Fight Club, right? Fight Club. I think it was Fight Club. Yeah, I think it was in Fight Club. And Jen had been winning mad battles on the underground. You know what I mean? Shout out to my homie Poison Pen. You know what I mean? Check him on the Sound Minds podcast too. But Jen was killing everybody. Oh yeah, it was rude. Like he was untouchable. And I think Serious Jones came through and killed him. He had a classic with Many Styles though too. I'll never forget that. Many Styles was like Serious. Jen, Many Styles. Oh man, Jen's run on 106 and 5 was just legendary, bro. Like, yep. That was and a shout out to Hydro. I know. Shout out to Hydro. Hydro got a legendary run on 106. Right from here. You know what I mean? He wasn't getting taken out. You know what I mean? We outside. Hartford did not new to this, man. We true to this, man. It was a brother that battled on I think he battled Mook, but he battled at the same spot where Murder Mook and Lux battled at. The Lions then? Was it maybe it was Lions then? I thought he I'm not sure if it was, but it was a brother from New Haven that battled down there. I don't know his name, but it was a brother. So CT definitely in the building. Shout out to Tall T too. You know I mean? That was my initiation in Connecticut. I had to confront Tall T. Tall T? You know what I mean? Wow. You know what I mean? Like, you talking about the brother that just passed away a couple years ago? Tall T? He battled No, another Tall T. Okay. No. That's Tall T. I did believe, rest in peace. That Tall T is from the West Coast. Okay. This Tall T is out here in Connecticut. Legendary cat. Like if you was talking about battle, you couldn't talk about battling without this name. Without Tall T. Yeah. R.I.P. Lump Sum too.
You know what I'm saying? While we at it, you know what I mean?
lips.
Because Lump Sum was one of the first rap battles I seen in front of my face in Connecticut, where I was like, nah, this motherfucker's nasty. Like, I was just a young B-boy, 16, and it was Lump, give him his props, and it was him and it was Lump Sum. It was like Mad. What was his name? Lump Sum. I forgot who it was, but it was
Mad Ill.
Not maybe it was Mad Ill. It was like something. It was like a lot of something, like Stacks of Plenty. One of them names, like Raxomatic or some shit. Like it was like an amount of something happening a lot, like money of plenty, some shit like that. But he killed it too, though. He killed it too. Like rap names and evolution, right? From like mad technical names to like little names, right? The little names.
Yo, what's crazy is the Navy right now. They had jokes on him because he's having beef with Danny Lay. Yeah, and
oh yeah, him, yeah, like that shit was.
But it's funny because they go through some drama, right? And they'll talk about his Danny Lay, who's a dope artist in her own right. So I'm not even gonna say his baby mama, like the baby and Danny Lay are both dope artists on their own. But when they're talking about like their baby, their child, it's funny because when they were talking about the baby. That lets you know, like, rap names is so hilarious.
Hell yeah, it's hella babies walking around right now.
But they go together, because, like, it's mad babies at the same time. It's mad littles at the same time. There was a time back in the beginning, old school, everybody was like, Coca Rock.
I was just about to say that. Or something flex. Or smooth.
Or
like
ladies love
flex.
You know what I mean? It was a ladies loving face. It was a simile for a metaphor for drugs and cocaine.
And yo, it's the same way. It's the same way. It's the same way in graffiti too. When they do the one, it'll be like Rex 1. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Something wonder. Something.
Right. Luna's on the chat. She said Lump.
Shout out Lump.
She actually got, I think, recorded songs with Lump. So,
oh man,
that's another brilliant thing about recording, keeping memory alive.
It's like a time machine, man.
I want to say something too about this track we got. I guess we're not gonna get Clock back on. He was having technical difficulties.
Yeah, shout out today. 7X in the building.
Yeah, but like, you know, this is our one more time. We're gonna go out watching the video one more time. But one thing I want to say is that hopefully this is a question to y'all. This is really a question. How many people out there actually feel like you could get enough energy and attention and reach that final goal of taking things to the next level from a collaboration like we have now? Or would you prefer to see me and Tang Sauce and Klokwize battling? Is that like, nah, I'd rather see y'all battling? Or is it even a either or thing? Like, are we actually capturing the same competitiveness and making ourselves better while bringing the best of each other? Because like we be checking each other on the track, we like, oh, say that line again, or oh, I don't like this, or turn up the volume. You know what I mean? So does it have to be like you purposely trying to destroy someone? Y'all let us know. Like, can you get as much energy and attention and support from people when you're collaborating with people in your community and speaking highly of them behind their back, you know, versus when you sparking up beefs about them and attacking them and trying to point out their flaws in front of other people?
See, that's not where it goes too far. Like, it just got to be a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. Sometimes people take it home with them. That's what I think. Like, I think you don't take it home with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you do it, you get it in the cipher, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't take it home with you. It's just a level where it's just like we battled or whatever it was. That's it. But I'm not gonna stay attached to it. Of course, I want to get better. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like I'm not gonna wear it forever. Like, this is like really part of my identity now. Like, I just gotta, you know how some cats be. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my life. I'm making my life around fucking this one person. Right. It ain't that. See, that's too far, man. Yo, just a little bit. Like I don't think it's nothing wrong. Like, if you want to shine the heart.
Yo, Adam 7, you gotta be on one of these next collaborations with us. You heard me? So either we go down to New York and record with him, or you come up to Connecticut and record with us. You already know. Yeah. Like, that's overdue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. But nah, you gotta shine sometimes.
It's easier to destroy than to build. Yeah. And she also said to Lump, like, his rap on Proof of Love is so poignant and relevant to this day. You know?
Yeah.
And she said we're teaching. Thank you, sister.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how you feel about that? Because like one of Lil Wayne's quotes is like, who I love as an MC, is he feel like you should feel like you the best out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How do you feel? How does that quote speak to you? Like, it's like an MC, like, do you feel like you're the best out? You know what I'm saying?
That's a great question, because that goes into that same thing. First of all, yes, that's not even a question to me. That's not even a question to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the reason why it's a good question to break down is because what it goes into, what does that mean? If you believe you being the best means kill every other black man in your neighborhood and embarrass them, and now you're the best. At some point, you gotta step out of that video game and be like, who's playing this video game? Who, when this game is over, who comes and collects the quarters out the slot machine? Who's behind the cash register at the store that sells this video game?
Because I like what you're saying, because it can become a level where you like you don't want to take your competition down, you want to bring them up. So it's even greater accomplishment when you shine it, because it's like I didn't have to bring everybody down to a 5 for my 10 to shine as hard. You know what I'm saying? I brought myself up to 11, and I brought everybody else up to as high as they could be.
Jay-Z,
you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be hard to beat Jay-Z as an all-time rapper. Now, one of the things was when Big was out, he had so many collaborations. People don't realize that he had collaborations. Brooklyn's Finest with Jay. To this day, like, that's another thing. When people get famous, they be like, "Oh, I love it." They don't know some of their greatest joints. And Jay and Big are two of the greatest MCs. Most of their quote fans don't even know Brooklyn's Finest. That's one of the. That's fire. But my thing is, he had collabs with him. He had collabs with Method Man. He had collabs with all these people. You know what I mean? Nas, same thing. He had all these collabs. So when you really think about, oh, he's better than this, better this, what really was making them great is they had helped so many other people. Now you look at Jay, not only does he have so many collabs with people, but if you look at so many people's career, if you look at Lupe, if you look at Black Thought, if you look at other people, it's not that he made their career at all. Like, you got people that was rapping or you knew before him, right? But you got people where he added on something to their career instead of taking away. That's, again, to bring it back to Kanye West. You know what I mean? With a lot of people. Brian said, with the sauce, Tang sauce. Adam Seven said, facts.
My brother.
What up?
Facts.
What up, y'all?
Facts, man. So I guess that's beautiful, because
so
I'm like, what metrics do you use
that's to
mark your greatness? You know what I'm saying? If
you're not gonna be the best, I don't want to put this in like I want to respect people's mental health. So whatever you do in life is up to you. It's not my decision. But once you're in a lane, I would say you want to be the best at it.
Yeah, of course, right.
Like if you eating food and you eat too much food and you get a stomach ache.
Right.
From that point on, I would think you want to figure out how to eat so you don't get a stomach ache.
Right.
You want to eat your food in the best way possible. You want to be the most efficient with your exercises. When you talking to people, you want to understand, like, oh, every time I talk to people, this conflict happens. You want to get better at it, right? So it's like, to not want to be better, I feel like that's more of a mental, that it's a reaction to something else. It's not authentic. We all, it benefits all of us if we're the best. The question is two things. One, does you being the best mean you're literally destroying other people and stopping them from being the best? That doesn't make sense.
That's the fucked up part.
That doesn't make sense to me. And then the second thing is, what do you, and they're both related to other people, like, what does you being the best do to other people? So like Kanye West, he brought together Freeway and Yasin Bey and Kweli and Jay and all these people that he just brought so many other people together. If you look at what was happening with rap before Kanye, publicly, because on the low, like in our communities and ciphers, that's how it always was. You could be rapping out this, that, we could be completely opposite, but we all meet up in the cipher and we all get to show and brew. You know what I mean? And out of that comes some kind of group thing. Shout out to Project Blow, shout out to Bragging Rights, shout out to Bobito Stretch, shout out to everybody, Wetlands, everybody that brought people together. You know what I'm saying? EOW, definitely. Shout out to EOW, the longest running MC challenge. But like, so that's what it really comes down to me. If you're not the best, please be trying to. Otherwise, you're not in this conversation. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. If you don't care about this, that's fine. But then see your way out of the conversation. Like, there's a lot of times. Here goes Clock back.
So we're gonna watch in a second. We're gonna watch the music video one more time,
and then we're gonna ask Clock about his acting experience.
Yeah. Just talking about like being the best as an MC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how do you mark who is the best? What does it mean if you are the best for everybody else? What about that? You know what I'm saying?
Nona said, "What up, Clock?"
Yeah, she's saying it was Gucci. But yeah, I think some of the factors that make you the best, like you said, like your impact, you know what I'm saying? I think it's real subjective too. I think everybody got their own shit about what makes them the best. Everybody's got their own criteria.
But that's a different question.
No.
When you're saying, should you want to be the best? First, deal with that. Is it a bad thing, or is it something wrong, or is that a good thing for you, Tang Sauce, to say I'm the best?
Oh no, it's good. No, hell yeah, no. It's a good thing. Okay. But but you got to say what metric is we gonna do it by?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, so to me, it's like, so and everybody's got their own. Everybody's got their own shit. No, I already. Yeah. Okay. No, we already got that. We already got that. Okay. No, yeah, we been got it. But it's a situation where it's like, okay, everybody's got their own shit, but it's like, okay, your impact. You know what I mean? The bars itself. I think innovation is part of it for me too. Like, what new did you bring to the game? Because I feel like that's the whole reason why people fuck with like 3K. Like the reason how they fuck with him so heavy is because he brought that creative shit to the game, like that Jimi Hendrix type of value to the game that wasn't necessarily in the game before. You know what I mean? But then like pure bars, that might be someone might give it to Big L. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And then his innovation like that, because who was doing those double bars at the end like that before him in that structured pattern? Like you might have Rakim or Big Daddy Kane, but in that particular structured pattern on the graph like that, with punchlines back to back, like who was doing that? Yes. You know what I mean? Yes. So that might make him the greatest in someone else's mind.
And that's another version of how you affecting other people. Yeah. So that's I guess it's two different questions. Do I think that it's great to be the best, meaning you destroy everybody else?
See, that's the added shit on. That's the added shit on that I'm not with. You can't be destroying her. You got. But listen, when I say destroy somebody, no, you got to bring somebody up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to bring. You don't want to push them down. You want to bring them up. But everybody takes it differently. But that's what I'm saying when I say it. You know what I mean? I mean, you just gonna go to the
no. I mean, we got to hear from Clock too. But so far, we about to change everybody. Like, if you saying you got to destroy people to be the best, you lost our game. If you saying you got to benefit the most people, then you won. You know what I mean? It's just like us right now. We got a collaboration. Klokwize, Tang Sauce, Self Suffice. We won. If this was the same song with the same bars, had the same plays, but it only had one of us instead of three, I didn't do as good. I wish I had done that with some of my peoples. That would have been better.
Nah, because I was gonna say that you gotta if you gonna destroy, you gotta destroy something that was negative, and build something up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta build something up.
Doesn't negative mean it was hurting more people, just to help one person?
Yeah, I think so. You should say that one more time because I got lost.
It's negative. I'm still going on the same tangent. I'm not letting it go. The thing is it helping other people or just one person? So it's like, if it's if you're destroying something negative, you're destroying something. Like if you put a rap about like the cure for cancer and healthy eating or something like that, and then that goes to 1 million, versus you put a rap that endorses some carcinogenic food that's like killing people and babies and making them addicted to it.
Yeah, because I feel like with being the best and like destroying it too, it's like you really in competition with yourself. You feel what I mean? Because I feel a lot. If it's a situation where you out here just trying to break everybody's neck and shit like that, like that's not necessarily the end goal marker of greatness. Like it's like, no, I did 5 punchlines last time. Today I'm gonna do 6. That's the win for me.
Okay.
You feel what I mean? Like
Okay.
I destroyed my old record.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And built something new.
Yes.
So I guess it's like it's not just what you destroyed, but what did you build?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you know, and that's that.
And in a
innovation
lot of
shit that
sports,
marks
you make it
greatness,
better
you know
for
what I
other
mean?
people.
Yeah.
That's really why there's ever any intergenerational beef, intergenerational, because like people overcome so many things and they want the next generation to be like, I did it. Like we ran the 100 yards in this many minutes, so we want you to do it better. Get out of here, cat. Get this cat out of here. She's trying to get in the conversation. Get out of here.
What you think, Clark? How you feel? Like you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like you the best MC? You know what I mean? Huh? A little bit.
On my headphones.
Oh wow! Oh, so we got a whole new perspective. Okay. Hello. Hello. I think it crashed or whatever. Like the thingy went out. Hmm.
Three of us put our experiences into the one song, and like so I just
We about to get back to YouTube. Hold on.
Now that's dope too, though. Like, cause I feel like that's like the artistic type of lane. Like, you know how like someone could be like a competitive swimmer or some shit like that, but then there's like a whole nother artistic lane of somebody that just wants to create. Like they don't really give a fuck. Like even in breaking it's like that. There'll be like people that's just hardcore battle b-boys, and their metric of greatness is how many championships do I got. You know what I'm saying? But it might be a whole nother b-boy that's killing on the creative side, and they don't even fucking care about that shit. But that's what makes them the greatest in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like subjective and shit like that. That's why I say everybody's got their own metrics, so it's fine for. And that's why I love it, because everyone could think they're the greatest, because everybody's got their own.
But
metrics,
I also
you know what I'm saying?
Clark, you said you never felt like you had to be the best and destroy other people. That's one of the things we find out too. Like, why do we have to continue the best means destroy other people? Is there another way to be your best, uplifting and collaborating with more people? Yeah. Yes. It's like you get an agenda. Yeah, when you're competing, you get an agenda. Like you challenge everything this person says, as opposed to be like listening and maybe, oh, that's a good, cool perspective. Like, because you could always, that's just intelligence, and intelligence is way overrated in America. Like particular kinds of intelligence that benefit an agenda. So it's like if you're intelligent, you can find something wrong with everything. You can find something wrong with things that are actually going to save your life if you wasn't intelligently picking them apart.
Yeah, different perspectives.
Right. It's like they talking to themselves, right? Yeah, I do. Jerry Maguire, Tom Cruise, with the Quan. Yo, y'all gotta see this movie, Jerry Maguire, if you haven't.
Oh shit, I haven't seen it yet.
You gotta see it. It's hilarious. It's deep, but it's mad funny.
Shit, man. But yeah, I feel like everybody should feel like you're the greatest in your own way, whatever your metric is, because that means you going after it.
He's talking, but it's a static coming through.
Oh, my bad. I mean to cut you off.
Yo, Clark, you're coming through like a static right now. Say that again.
What up, Grinch?
Wait, mute yourself and come back. Oh, I think his phone's breaking up.
Yeah, shit dying. But yeah, I feel like everybody should feel like they're the greatest in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like whatever your metric is, you should feel like you're the greatest in your own way.
I disagree with that from this conversation. I'm a respectfully, I'm gonna say I feel like everyone should feel like the greatest by how they affect other people.
Well, if that's their metric, I
feel like if your metric,
positively though, positively.
I feel like if your yes, affect other people positively, helping them get to where they want. Right. I feel like if your metric is that you're the greatest by interrupting other people or stopping other people, which I literally hear in American society, by the way. I shut down that business. I stopped that person. They'll never work in this town again. It's like if that's your metric, I feel like then you're a loser to me.
Right. I'm trying to frame
and I know that's not right.
Mind
you, I know that's not politically correct or the best way to say it, but I'm being controversial because that's like a quick way to say how I feel.
Like what you're saying, though. I like what you're saying, though. Because someone could come with a super negative metric and then that affects everything. Yeah. Because now it's a problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I guess the greatest by my metrics without bringing other people down. You know what I'm saying? With bringing people up.
What up?
Yeah, man. In that particular conversation, it's like I'm the greatest in this way, but it positively affects people without bringing people down.
You know what?
You feel what I'm trying to say?
I'll take it back. I'll take it back to this point. You could be the greatest in whatever your metric is in your world. Now, right now, I got two very dope artists on a track with me, and I know they like the track.
Oh, my boy Grinch want to pop in. Let me see.
I know they like the track. Yeah. I know I like the track. So the fact that I know their metric and my metric is working, I'm gonna say that's an argument for really being the best.
What up, Grinch?
If all of our metrics is agreeing with each other, then I'm feeling like I'm really the best now. Because you feeling like you're the best working with me. I'm feeling like I'm the best. We all feeling like I'm the best. Now we the best. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know Suffice. Yeah.
Peace, King.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Facts. Absolutely. What up, Shice?
Yeah.
Right. Wait. You said something crazy. We gotta reflect on that. That's crazy. If you was truly to the most, like we talking about being the best, right? So that means the most more than anybody. So if you was the most humble, like what you saying is ill, because to be humble means to take no recognition. And sometimes taking recognition helps you do more or reach more people. So you're saying if you was really trying to be the most humble, nobody would ever know, including the people that you help. That's like God is the most humble. Like the way air comes in trees, you don't know all these things. You don't even know their benefit, and you take them for granted. What up? What up? Right. Rest in peace, Gandhi.
Mm. 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 Mm.
But are you saying? Let me make sure I'm understanding you. If you if you went beyond Gandhi and Teresa to a point where
Mm.
you didn't want any recognition, and that's another question. Like, does getting recognition mean you're not humble? But let's say you felt that, so you like, I can't get any recognition. Then that would mean, by the definition of that humility, no one would know you were had any positive impact. Like, it could be to the point where they think you're a bad, evil person,
Facts. You can't be too
and you would
humble.
want people to think you're bad, evil, because you would be so driven to not get recognized for any of the work you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Shout out to the angels.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Good point.
Mm.
What up? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, facts, bro. I feel like it's like you got to be the greatest, but at the same time respect everybody. Because when like the place where Muhammad Ali, like Grinch was saying, was coming from when he was saying, "I'm the greatest," he wasn't putting nobody down.
Right.
So I think the what am I word? The intention behind it matters too.
Yes.
And if you're coming from a place of respect, like respectfully, like y'all all are great,
Yes.
but to me, I'm the greatest.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the shit right
so
there. And I feel like
is that-
everybody should feel like that, especially in a game like rap where you gotta
Okay.
be confident, or else your shit's just
Well,
gonna
and
get taken
rap is
away from
verbal.
you.
So
You know
what
what I'm
part
saying?
of that is you saying it to other people?
Mm.
What part of it is you saying it to yourself?
Mm.
And what part of it is you expressing it in another way?
And you gotta manifest shit at the same time too. So you got multiple jobs that you're doing when you're saying the greatest. Because now
Right.
you're manifesting that shit in your mind,
Right.
everyone else around
Right.
you mind too, the universe.
Word.
Because you're speaking to the universe at that point. Because our
Word.
words got value and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you really locked in.
What else, Stacy?
Peace to everyone in the chat. Mm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Good example.
Mm-hmm. 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 Right.
Yo,
Right.
let me ask
Yeah.
you this. Do you think more people would play our video if it was my video versus Tang's video versus Klokwize video separate, and we were each saying my video's better than his video sucks? And it's a two-part question. The second part is, do you think more people would pay those versus this one we collided? And two, do you think we'd be reaching more of the right people or less?
Mm. Facts.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's entertainment. Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yo, move over. I'm gonna try to get it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
That Bible shit. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This is the same shit we was just talking about. Yup.
You're not supposed to say that,
This is
Chris.
the same shit we
You're not
was
supposed
just
to say
talking
that on the
about.
live.
Yeah, I mean, because then niggas is mad, like, oh, I can't. Why he figure it out and I can't figure it out? We
You're not supposed
we
to
had the
say
same
that.
dish. How come Grinch was able to make a video that got
Stacey said
700 shares and shit? You know what I mean?
We gotta get this sponsor message with Stacey. Stacey said, "Hell yeah, do more videos."
You feel me? Yeah.
And that's
'cause we
another
was
thing
thinking
too.
that shit,
Like
you know what I mean?
another thing too is okay. Let's say beef does, because I think we all agree beef does get more attention. But over time, if you just do more work, the question is, if you're not trying to destroy other people next to you, are you willing to put in a commitment to create more videos and more content over time? You know what I mean? Like, I'll give a perfect example. This is coming out of nowhere. This just came to me. Oprah Winfrey. And the reason why I say this, you got Jerry Springer, you got mad other shows where you already know the energy you're gonna get. If you go on that show, it's gonna be chairs flying, blouses ripping open. It's very entertaining. Facts. But then what happened year after year after year? Eventually, Oprah was the empress of the whole genre, because over time, she don't need all them theatrics. Like, people at the end of the day, they're like, wow, you got a chance to be on her show?
Yeah.
She's bigging people up. She's pointing out insight.
Yeah. Like, she was adding that value, but she was competing with everyone else that was on that time.
She could have the same exact people.
Yeah.
She could have an axe murderer on her show, but it's gonna be a different energy how she talks to that axe murderer.
Because that's part of her win. That's part of her win is like people was not choosing. People was getting. I remember my mom would get right off of work and she was watching Oprah Winfrey.
Wow.
And on the VHS cassette, you only got so much space you could put up on that VHS cassette.
Right.
So you're picking Oprah over Sex and the City,
right?
Or Dateline. It's still competition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she was still the greatest person to be recorded by that. You feel what I'm saying? And I know she's confident in that same way too, because even the way with
He
Oprah,
said his mom was doing the same thing.
Yeah, facts. Because even Oprah would say, people say you're full of yourself, but she said, I gotta be full of myself so I have enough to pour out for everybody else. Feel me? Or else my glass is gonna be half full. So I got to be. I gotta be confident. I gotta feel like I'm the greatest. With respect to everybody else.
You going off right now.
You feel me? You got.
Yo, Tang is lit. I said the secret word when I said Oprah. Tang went off. You heard me?
Nah, I got Oprah's books and shit like that.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Okay.
Yeah, nice, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just got water pouring, you know what I mean? Everybody good. Everybody at the cipher good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Plus, I like that if it's half full with water, it's half filled with oxygen. And you know what? You could live longer without water than you can without oxygen. So another thing, it's like what you said about humility. Sometimes the things that benefit you the most, they benefit you so much, you take them for granted. And the places they come from is so less needing your respect and your recognition. That's like when it comes to spiritual things, right? A lot of people be like, yo, my God this, and your people this and that. I'm like, yo, my God is your God. He doesn't need you to destroy me or you to destroy or me to destroy you. Like he doesn't need that. He's correct. Like God is for us to thrive. There's 7 billion people, and it's not because I made them. If you can make 7 billion people with different colors and beliefs and completely different styles, you're the best. I feel like God.
Now you're talking about the metaverse and shit like that. You're talking about Mark Zuckerberg about this metaverse.
God is the best.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not talking about Mark Zuckerberg.
Yo, because this nigga, he about to have a motherfucking got a whole new goddamn world in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some bread off that shit too. I'm gonna give me some NFTs. You know what I mean? Shit, it's the 7 days populated right now. And on the 5th day of the metaverse, Mark Zuckerberg said, let there be light in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Genesis chapter 1, Facebook chapter 1. You know what I'm saying? In the book of the metaverse. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Like Zoroastrianism? Okay. Like the Tao, the way. Yeah. Right. What up, Dukes?
Hey.
Right.
Let me see what Dookie got to say real quick before we launch this bitch. What up, Dookie?
All right. What up, my G?
What up, King? What up, man?
You tapped into the conversation about like should you be the best? Like, is it good to be the best?
Like how you feel? Like you feel like do you feel like you the greatest DJ?
Do you need to destroy other people? Do you need to bring out the best in other people?
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Dookie actually knows b-boy culture and DJ culture and how we use competition to bring out the best too. So let me say that, like, he's a real one in that. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, he's valid.
Right. Right. I feel that point.
Yeah, because you really got to hold your metric.
You can't be screaming, I'm the best, I'm the best, and then you get challenged and you're like, oh nah.
Nah, you gotta stand on your square. You gotta do it. You got
and you don't need to necessarily answer that challenge, because it could be someone that's like an amateur and they clearly whack. You shouldn't chase them. But you have to at least point out, oh yeah, I'm going against this person though.
Right.
If you could beat that person and I beat them,
you gotta step up to the plate.
Right, you gotta show it to somebody.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
This is the raw shit.
What up, Chris?
I swear we should do this shit every week.
What did Mayweather do? No, you're on steroids. No, there's an excuse for everything. You know what I'm saying? They had to be in his rule, whatever the heck stipulations he's had. Well, I mean, as the champion, I think that you should be able to determine the doping against the top.
Well, that's the thing. You might be able to say no to a challenge, a specific challenge, but you can't say no to challenge. If you say no to that challenge, you better be saying yes to another challenge. You can't just say no at that point and still be the best. You gotta say yes to something that lets you say, oh, it's okay he dodged that because he was working on something else that shows that. You feel me? You can't just be or don't say you the best.
Shit. But yeah, I agree with that too. I'm gonna set the metric because I'm like, shit, if you want to claim, if you're seeing me as like that peak of this shit, like I'm gonna say like this is gonna be A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure it's fair for me. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like with Mayweather, a lot of times it seemed like it'd be a situation. I can't speak too much on it because I don't know that much about boxing. But it's like Mayweather already set the precedent where it's like niggas seen his work already. You could go back and watch his tapes and shit like that. But if you a new upcomer, I can't watch your tapes. I don't know anything about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a different type of preparation.
Did you see the KRS one? Y'all seen the KRS one versus Big Daddy Kane versus? Like that's an example. Before they even got in the ring, you get what I'm saying? We know these people both have a large catalog. So it's like, okay, this is interesting because they already showed and proved. Like if they was battling someone that was brand new, that person already lost. You know what I'm saying? You already lost because you didn't even get to this point yet.
But it's also unfair for KRS and Big Daddy Kane. Like, what if I went against one of them and let's just say like all my tracks was hitting that day? They can't prepare for that.
Klokwize back in.
Yeah, he can't prepare for that because I just came out of nowhere. Like I'm not even, and I think that goes to your point too, where it's like it's not even you're not even at that. It shouldn't happen, but it could happen. But it's less fair to the person that's already in that position. You know what I'm saying? They're at a disadvantage because I can't study somebody that doesn't have the footage out and shit like that. You know what I mean? What up, Rico? Rico in the house. You know what I mean? So that's another level to it too. So it's like when you on top, you want to set that standard. Like, nah, it's gonna be A, B, and C. You know what I mean? Because like shit, like I might just have a good day and take KRS off. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm having a good day, but he don't know how to come. He don't got no personals for me because he don't know me. You know what I mean?
And for the way we discussing this, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all.
Sugar Shane Mosley.
It's like, and for me, what up?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's the fun part of the hip hop culture.
You got the video too?
It's built for that. That's
because we got 7 people in here. We're gonna watch the video soon. You know what I mean? We got 7 people in here.
Okay.
I mean,
it's like he said, you could be the underdog. You could come and take out the game that day. You're never guaranteed a win all the time. So we gotta
Facts.
And once you take that L, assess it. See what you did wrong, what you could do better.
See, and that's where we get to what it means to really be the best. I feel it has something to do with making things better for other people.
And with respect to everybody. Yeah, I mean.
All right, so we about to go back in the video, y'all. Shout out to the Grinch, shout out to Dukes. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody on the joint. Stay tuned here because we're about to show the video live. And then we're gonna go to YouTube. So we're gonna have a second conversation on YouTube. Hopefully, Klokwize will be back home at with his joint. Yes, sir. You gotta be the best.
Go be the greatest.
You gotta be the best,
King. Let's get it.
That's what we talking about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Bless King. Bless King.
Love y'all.
Love.
One.
All right, bless. I'm about to flip the screen in a second.
I'm gonna make sure this is plugged in.
Yo, we appreciate y'all for locking in with a shout out, Rick. Shout out, Duke. You already know the vibrations, man.
How much battery you got?
to someone, because we all beings of energy, you feel me? So you got your spiritual energy, your mental energy, you know what I'm saying, like your physical energy, and when you put all that energy into something, it changes things, you know what I mean? Because it's not split between, you know what I mean, okay, now it's time to rap, now it's time to do this, now it's time to do that. Like now, when you zero in on something, you're gonna find way more success, because all your creativity is on it too, and creativity is a powerful force, bro. You know what I mean?
I just realized the irony of that statement. We about to log off of IG and go to YouTube.
Let's get it.
So go to youtube.com/self-suffice, and we're gonna just focus on one channel at the same time.
Yeah, because we got the two shit. Hey, yo, we appreciate everybody tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Locked in with us, man. We really appreciate y'all, man.
Matter of fact, you already know the story.
You know what I mean? Oh, let me see if I can do that. Let me see if I can do that, man. And yo, we have mad tap-ins too. Honestly, dog, we should do this more often, bro. We have wild people tapped in, bro. Like, we really, hey, yo, love everybody tapping in right now. You know what I mean? Shout out Katie, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, shout out King Self-Made 23. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius Sage in the building. You know what I mean? We all outside, man. We appreciate y'all locked in with us. You know what I mean? So it's love. So like Self Suffice said, you know, check us out on YouTube on Self Suffice. What's your channel one more time? Just Self Suffice?
Yeah, I put it in there. If you could
put it in the chat? All right, cool.
And we'll just leave it on for a second while
we lock in and shit like that.
It's backpoet.com. No, I'm sorry. youtube.com/self-suffice. Yeah.
So we appreciate y'all. Again, the name of the single is Call Me Crazy. It's on Klokwize's YouTube channel. It features myself, Rap Poet, and Klokwize himself. It's a great track. We got 5,000 plays in 1 week on Spotify, and that's just Spotify. We're not even adding Apple Music and Napster and everything else. So you already know the vibrations. The vibrations are strong. Tap in with us. Make sure you follow everybody. You know what I'm saying, in the chat. Show love. You know what I mean? And we love y'all, man. So I think on that note, you know what I mean, we're gonna tap out. I think we got the YouTube populating. So it is what it is. Yo, y'all have a good night, but tap in with us over there. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all, man. Be easy. Peace.
All right, so
yo, we had 117 people tap in, bro.
Yo, we live right now. You see, Tang is lit. Tang is lit.
117.
Tang is lit.
81 comments. We reached 119 peak accounts. We had 12 concurrent viewers at one point.
Mind you, I don't know what any of this means, but from the tone in Tang's voice, I know it's a positive thing.
G, we killed it, man. Dog, what? That's the highest I ever had. Shit.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. It seems like a good thing.
Oh shit! Can I really do this? Can I really save it to my IG? Call
Clock?
No.
Oh,
I'm naming it. I'm speaking out loud.
Oh, you literally saying "Call Me Crazy"? Yeah. That's hilarious.
Call Me Crazy kickback. Yeah. Shout out everybody on the chat. And this is going. If you want to rewatch the video that we did on IG, YouTube, just make sure you tap in on my Instagram, Tang Sauce A6.
All right, you gonna hear Clock on the phone if I get through to him. We are on the live now, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the live. Let's see. I might delete the live from YouTube if we don't because I'm not sure how much of this conversation translated since it was such an IG base.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
All right, so that's Klokwize. We can't get through to him now. I'm gonna send him a text. Yeah, he had a long day too. All right, so we'll just leave it like that. Do we want to say anything to YouTube land?
Sorry?
Do we want to say anything to YouTube land, or should we just delete this?
Yo, we love y'all, man. This is the Call Me Crazy kickback right now. That's what I'm calling it. That's what I call it on IG. So this is the YouTube kickback. We have the IG kickback.
The Call Me Crazy kickback?
That's what it is, baby. Call me crazy kickback. We tap in right now. Yeah, I mean, you know, I did it naturally too. I didn't even mean for it to be like that, but it's like that though. You know what I'm saying? So it's a call me crazy kickback. You locked in with Rap Poets. You know what I'm saying? Tang Sauce. Shout out Klokwize, who's not here with us right now, but he here with us in the spiritual. Physical. You feel me? He's not here in the physical, but here in the spiritual realm with us. You know what I mean? So yeah, now we love y'all, man. We just gonna break down some shit about, yeah, I mean, about the Call Me Crazy video and shit like that. Just give me a sec. I'm just over here. I'm still good. I'm still on a high from how crazy the IG kickback was. So I already know.
Yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end this live while we look at the stats, and then we'll start a new live just to like talk about the video one last time before we end it for the night.
All right, bet. Let me make sure I got. Oh shit! Actually, fuck that. Hold on. I don't want to lose this shit.